everybody. Welcome to your practice. Today we're going to move through a 45-minute power vinyasa flow. So we're really going to bring the heat for this practice today. Any props you'd like are great. I recommend at least one block to have near in case you need it. Maybe some water for this practice. So we're going to begin in child's pose. So let's meet there. And in our child's pose, bring your big toes together. Separate your knees really wide. And let's come all the way down to the earth. Just let your forehead rest. And take a couple of cleansing, deep breaths. And start to just really pull the energy into your body from the palms, the forehead, the tops of the shins, the tops of the feet, just all those places that are in contact with the earth. And for the next few breaths, can you sink your hips down and back, maybe reaching your fingertips further out in front of you. Just let yourself get really present here. Start to dial up your breath. And then let's make our way up to a tabletop position, bringing the wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Now as you breathe in, drop your belly down towards the earth, really arch the back for cow. And exhale, round the spine for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, lower the belly, soften the elbows, cow pose. Exhale, cat pose, rounding through the spine. I'll take one more. Inhale. And exhale. So we'll kind of build upon that. So let's take the left leg back, palms still resting on the earth. Notice the belly. So if the belly is not active, you might feel sort of a dip in the low back. So pull belly button to spine. Nice flat back here. Really extend your left toes back. Lengthen the crown of your head forward as you breathe in. Exhale, press round through the spine, knee towards your nose. Inhale, lengthen long. And exhale, round, bring the knee towards your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Two more, really warming up the belly, the spine, the shoulders, the hips, getting the full body working. And let's release. Let's extend the right leg back. Lengthen the crown of your head forward, right toes back. So really stretch and find some space here. Take a full breath in. Exhale, round. Inhale, extend long. Exhale, round. Really notice your breath as you move. So if you're just moving and not focused on the breath, let the breath be the main focus here. The most important part. Exhale, round through the spine. And come back to tabletop. Let's sit back on the heels just for a moment. You can curl the toes under if you want a little extra stretch for the feet, which always feels nice. Let's just roll the wrists for a moment. And then the other way. Might feel a lot of cracks and pops, that's okay. Just maybe move the fingers as you roll the wrists. And then let's warm up the forearms a little bit. So we're gonna extend the arms out, so like you're really pressing something away so you feel the activation here. And then just wiggle your fingers. Feels kind of silly, but instantly you'll feel the forearms starting to warm up. And then let's flip the palms, and then we're gonna bring the fingers in, like you're gripping something. And release. Whew, that always does it. Let's come into downward facing dog. So just give yourself whatever you need in your down dog. You might like to move and pedal your feet. Maybe you like to come right into stillness. Really firm the palms down into the earth. So as if you're pressing down and forward. Just letting the head hang. Keep your knees soft. Keep your belly active. Really knit your ribs together. Hug belly button to spine. Let's lift the right leg up and back on the inhale. Exhale, we'll find our way to a low lunge. So once you reach the earth, just drop your back knee down to the floor. Maybe uncurl the back toes if that's comfortable. Take a moment to lift the heart, just to really breathe into the front of that left leg, the left hip. Sending a lot of breath in. And then letting something go as you exhale. All right, lovely. Let's reach the arms up for low lunge. So really up to you how much you'd like to sort of dive into this lunge. Really firm that right foot down into the earth so you have some stability and leverage. And then maybe you want to play with just opening up the heart, maybe pulling the shoulder blades together, taking your gaze up, just to create a nice baby back bend here, beginning to open up the space where your heart is located, stretching, expanding. We'll take one more breath in, really reach the fingertips up. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale, and then we'll twist over to the left. Left elbow outside of the right knee. Press the knee into the elbow. Press your palms together. Notice how those two simple little movements really deepen the twist in a subtle but a very effective way. And a lot of times, once we get in a twist, we tend to hold our breath, but do the opposite. Breathe even deeper, creating space, creating depth. So even though we hold shapes and we become more stagnant, the breath is what helps us continue to move and be fluid. Let's take one more breath here. Staying for the exhale, letting all of the air out of the lungs. We'll release the palms down, framing the right foot, and then take your right hand inside of that right foot. You can use a block here if you'd like under the right palm. We're going to press the right arm into the right knee and then the knee back into the arm. You'll start to feel that in your outer right hip. And then take the left arm up for a twist. So really feel that magnetic connection between your left arm or maybe your left shoulder, right arm, right shoulder, and your right leg. Take one more sip of air in and release. Frame the right foot once again. Let's step back into downward facing dog. Now, of course, if you'd like a vinyasa, you're welcome to take it. So if you want to take chaturanga and up dog, always feel free to take that if I call for downward facing dog. Let's take the other side. Left leg lifts as you inhale. Exhale, low lunge. Find your way there. Just gently lowering the back knee down to the earth. And then taking a moment to really lengthen the spine to stretch the front of that right hip. Breathing deeply. And now press the left foot into the mat even more so you can start to lift up. Arms reach high, low lunge. So play with whatever sensation you want to create here. This might feel really good in the hips and you want to stay here. You can always go a bit deeper or maybe lift the heart. Take that baby back bend here. Whatever you do, keep the softness in your face, your jaw, your shoulders. Finding some ease in the upper body as the effort exists in the lower body. And exhale, hands to heart center. And we'll twist over to the right. So right elbow outside of that left knee. The tendency is for that left knee to sort of come in towards the center of the body. So you're sort of rolling onto the arch of your foot, but I want you to lift the arch. Take that left knee out towards the left, pressing the palms together, keeping that left ear away from the shoulder. So really draw the shoulder blade down your back. for one more breath. Pausing for the exhale. Release. Frame the left foot with your palms. And now take your left palm inside of that left foot. Firm it down into the earth. Create that magnetic connection between your left shoulder, that inner left knee, and then extend your right arm up, just counterbalancing that twist. 3 more breaths. Let's take a bigger sip of air. Release, exhale. Frame the left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe in through your nose and out. Let's lift the heels. Bend the knees. Step, walk, hop to the top. Lift halfway, breathe in. Fold, exhale. Inhale, come all the way up for mountain. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Just taking a moment to pause. All right, let's extend the arms back up. Breathe in. Fold, exhale. Halfway lift. Down dog, exhale. All right, let's move breath to movement with that sequence. Please move at your pace, move with your breath. Just know that I'm here to guide you. Let's take a breath in as we lift the right leg. Exhale, step forward, low lunge, back knee lowers. As you inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, hands to heart, twist to the right. Take a breath in. Release as you exhale. Right palm inside the right foot. Inhale the left arm up and release. Step back to downward facing dog. As you're ready, extend the left leg high. Inhale. Exhale, low lunge, step forward. Inhale, reach the arms up, open the chest. Exhale, twist over to the left. We'll pause for the breath in and release. Left palm inside the left foot. Inhale, the right arm twists up and release. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the heels. Bend your knees, exhale, top of your space. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, rise with the breath. Hands to your heart, exhale. All right, let's take another breath. Reach the arms up. And take a big dive forward, leading with your heart as you exhale. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, let's step the left foot back. Right foot stays forward, coming into runner's lunge. So the back knee is lifted. And I want you to lift that back knee so much so that it feels like the back of that left knee is extending up towards the ceiling. Take another breath. Exhale. So we're going to ground the back foot down, setting up for warrior one. So these left toes, your left toes, are going to sort of face that top left corner of your mat. Press down, reach up, Virabhadrasana 1. And as best you can, really hug that right hip back, just extending the left forward slightly, but keep that generous bend in your front knee. We'll take a really big sip of air in and out. Lift the chest, one more breath in. Exhale, 2 options here. You can clasp your hands behind your back or grab opposite forearms. Lift the heart as you breathe in, and then bow down inside of that right knee for humble warrior. So you want to try your best to get your right shoulder inside of that right knee. Really firm your back leg, activate the back leg, press your feet down, and then drop your head. Steady, deep breaths. 2 more. Just really feeling your torso surrender. Really leaning into humility, humble. Release the hands down onto the earth. We'll move towards the back of the space for Skandasana. So we're going to bend into the left knee, straighten the right. You can lift and stay lifted here, or you can come all the way down for Skandasana. It's really up to you, however it feels in your hips and your inner thighs. Palms on the earth is great for a little support. Just breathing deeply into that right inner thigh, the hips, the hamstring. And let's slowly lift back up. We'll walk back to the front of the space. Come into standing split. Left leg floats high. So bring your palms forward and out just a little bit, almost like you're making a V with your arms. So you have a nice wide base. Start to bend your standing knee just a little bit so you can lift that left heel higher, allowing your torso and your head to drop and fold over the right leg. Don't forget about breath here. We'll take one more inhale. And then exhale, we'll bend into the right knee, tuck the left behind for Shiva squat. Now bring your thighs towards one another, really hug in. You can keep your palms on the earth or maybe for a few breaths, hands to heart center. We'll be here for 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, find a seat with that left leg down and the right foot over the left. So that right foot is planted outside of the left knee. And we'll twist here. Bring your right fingertips back behind you for support. Reach your left arm high as you breathe in. And then twist over to the right on the exhale. Always twist from your center first, so from the belly, the pit of your belly. And then from that place, you can rotate a bit more with the shoulders. Then maybe you bring the chin back towards that right shoulder. And then we'll unwind by bringing first the chin forward, then the shoulders, then the torso, lower belly. Plant your palms down, downward facing dog. All right, let's take that on the other side. Lift the heels, inhale. Knees bend, exhale. Top of your space. Halfway lift. Fold forward. Inhale, mountain pose. Come all the way up. Hands to heart center. Exhale. Just pausing for a moment. All right, let's step the right foot back, left foot is forward, runner's lunge. Again, just really extending the back of that right knee up towards the ceiling. See if you can lengthen your spine a bit more, tailbone back, crown of the head forward. And then setting up for Virabhadrasana 1, we'll ground the back foot down. So the right toes are facing sort of that top right corner of your mat. Really press the left heel down, inhale, come up, warrior 1. Hug your outer left hip back and in towards the center line of your body. For 2 more breaths. Last breath in. Exhale, let's find a clasp or a bind, so palms connect. Or grab your forearms or your wrists. A strap here is really nice as well. We'll take a breath, lifting the heart up. And then exhale, humble warrior. Left shoulder comes inside of that left knee as you really release the head. So just be mindful that you're pressing the feet down into the earth. That is your foundation. That's where you are able to stabilize and ground. So it's really important you make that connection with your mat. 2 more breaths. Just 1 more breath. We can do anything for 1 more breath. And then release your hands down. Let's start to walk towards the back of the mat, bending into the right knee for a lateral lunge, or maybe all the way down for Skandasana. You can keep your hands on the earth for support. As you breathe into that left leg, the inner thigh, the hamstring. Maybe you feel it in the calf. Very gently, start to lift up and out of the hips, and we'll walk back to the front of the space. Arms reach forward, right leg lifts, standing split. So just notice how this side feels. One side always seems to be a bit easier than the other. Keep extending the right heel high. Keep a soft bend in your standing knee. Feel the stretch in the inner thighs for one more breath. Exhale, Shiva squat. Bend the left knee, tuck the right behind it. Squeeze the legs together. Squeeze belly button to spine. Maybe you bring your hands to heart center. For one more breath in. Exhale, hands to the earth. Let's find a seat with the right knee bent. Left foot is on the mat right outside of that right knee. Left fingertips back behind you. Let's reach up. And then twist to the left. Again, twisting from center, then chest, then your gaze. Now bring the chin forward first, and then the shoulders, and then the torso back to center. We'll come into down dog. Let's roll forward to plank. Your knees are up or your knees are down, doesn't matter. We'll take a breath in plank. And then lower all the way to the belly as you hug the elbows in towards the body. Let's take 3 rounds of cobra. Palms pressed down, tops of the feet down. Inhale, lift the chest, pulling the shoulders away from the ears. And release. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, lift the heart. Firm the legs. Release. Last one here. And lower down. Downward facing dog. All right, we're really bringing the heat today. We're going to move through one more sequence together. Let's lift the right leg up and back. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. And now kick that right foot out to the left. Inhale, left arm high for fallen star. Keep lifting the hips, pressing the right palm down. Take one more breath. Bring this left hand back to the earth. Hug your knee into your chest, rounding through the spine. Take a breath in. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Ground the back foot down. You can use a block here if you'd like. We'll come into triangle pose. So straighten the right leg as you extend the left arm high. Breathe deeply into that left side body. See if you can activate the legs a little bit more here. For one more breath. Exhale, bend into your right knee for extended side angle. So you're welcome to keep using the block. Maybe bring it inside of the right foot, see how that feels. So similar to what we did earlier, press your knee into your elbow, elbow back into your knee. Keep extending your left fingertips high, or maybe reach forward if you want a little extra stretch in the left side. For one more breath. Exhale, release. Let's plant the palms. Come into 3-legged dog. So as you inhale, lift your right leg up and back. Exhale, come forward for half pigeon. So we're not going to be here super long. We still have some shapes to do. A lot of times we save this half pigeon for the very end of the practice. So we're mixing things up a little bit. Place your fingertips down on the earth so you can gently press and lift the chest up. And see if you can take this left hip and start to just gently bring it down towards the earth. So you'll feel a stretch, a deeper stretch rather, in that outer right hip. Let's take one more breath in. As you exhale, start to just gently roll yourself down, keeping your fingertips there. Inhale, lift yourself back up. We're going to come into half moon from here. You're going to swing the back leg around, step it forward, maybe grab the block with your left hand. Balancing on your left foot, lift your right leg up, right arm reaches high for half moon. So really stack the hips, stack the shoulders. Feel and hear your breath. See if you can get a little bit lighter in that bottom hand, so really reaching up towards the ceiling for one more inhale. Exhale, slowly find your way to chair pose. Feet together or feet apart, hips sink back. You can reach your fingertips up or maybe bring your hands to your heart center. Feel your spine lengthen, tailbone down, crown of the head up. Weight is in the heels. Take one more full breath here. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, let's move into the other side. Left leg lifts up, inhale. Exhale, left knee towards the right elbow. And then kick your left leg out to the right. Inhale, right arm reaches up, fallen star. Lift the hips. Press the left palm down. One more breath. Release your right hand down. Inhale the left knee into your chest. So really round through the spine. And step your left foot forward. Grab your block if you'd like it. Ground the back foot down. Inhale, straighten your front leg. Right arm reaches up for Trikonasana, triangle. Take a moment to find some depth and lengthen your breath just to come back to center and slow the heart rate down. One more breath in. As you exhale, bend into that front knee, extended side angle. So we'll take the block inside of the left foot if that's the option you'd like to take, making that energetic magnetic connection between left arm inside of the left knee. Press them in towards one another. You take your right arm up or maybe forward. That's up to you. Just notice what feels better, what feels more supportive. One more breath in. Exhale, release your hands down. If you have a block, just place it to the side. Three-legged dog. Inhale, left leg lifts up and back. Exhale, half pigeon. Left leg forward. Keep your torso lifted. Dome the fingertips pressing down into the earth. Lift your heart. We'll take a few breaths here. Feel the sensation of your right hip just gently pulling down towards the earth. Breathe deeply into that outer left hip. Let's inhale, lift the chest up. Exhale, gently roll yourself down, bending the elbows. Inhale, lift the chest back up. And then we'll swing the back leg around, finding our way to half moon. Right foot plants, right hand finds the block. Inhale, unwind, left leg back, left arm reaches up. Really feel the opening of the hips as you stack them on top of one another. Feel your shoulder blades just gently pull towards one another. Notice the breath. For one more inhale. Exhale slowly, as slow as you can. Find chair. Hips back. Lift the toes. Lift the heart, lift the gaze. And breathe. Last breath in. Fold, exhale. Lift your torso halfway, inhale. Exhale, widen the feet, come into Malasana squat. If you want to sit on a block here, you certainly can. Lower your hips down. Bring your palms together, pressing them together, hands at heart center, and use your elbows to gently press into your knees, lifting and opening the chest. Tailbone reaching down, crown of the head extends up, so feel that length happening in your spine. If it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes here. So you can really bring your attention to the breath and ground into the body. Let's take one more inhale and sigh it out. So gently open your eyes. If you have a block, remove the block to the side. We're going to come down all the way to our seat for boat pose. So boat can look like a lot of different things. And depending on how you're feeling each day, you might choose a different variation. So your heels can be down, arms reach forward, palms back, feet up, or any other combination of that you'd like to take. I'm going to lift up today. I'm feeling this fire that we're building here. So think about hugging belly button to spine, chest lift, shoulder blades towards one another. If your arms are reaching out, let them be active. Lift your palms towards the ceiling. Let's take a breath. Breath out. 2 more breaths, just holding boat, hugging belly button to spine. Feel your center really ignite. Last breath in and out. All right, we're going to bring the hands to heart center, pressing the palms together. As you inhale, extend out. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale. Exhale. Hug the feet together, hug the thighs together. Keep your heart lifting. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Hold for 5, 4, we got it. 3, 2, 1. Cross the legs. Find Sukhasana. Nice cross-legged seated position. Palms rest on your thighs or on the knees. As you inhale, arch the back, lift the heart. Exhale, round. Again, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. And out. Last one here. Exhale. And come back to a neutral spine. Take your torso in a circle all the way around. Just going one direction. And then we'll reverse, go the opposite way. And then slowly coming back. Let's come all the way down to our backs. You might want to keep your block within reach just in case we need it. So bring that down next to your shoulders. We'll come into bridge pose. I'm going to place the soles of your feet on the mat with your knees bent. And then bring your palms down alongside the hips, palms firmly pressing down into the earth. And take a breath in. Sigh it out. Let's lift the hips up for bridge. So you want to actively press your feet down so your hips can lift. Keep your shoulders soft. And just keep the breath flowing. If you'd like, you can place a block under your lower back for extra support. We'll be here for about 3 more breaths. Last breath in. As slow as you can, start to lower all the way down. Let's place the right ankle on top of the left knee for figure 4 pose. And then bring your left leg closer towards your chest, hugging in. You can take hold of that left thigh or the left shin and just gently pull this entire shape towards your torso. Cross this right leg over the left. Grab the outer edges of your feet for sort of like a twisted happy baby. And then keeping hold of your feet, you're going to bring this left leg down. So that left leg is bent. Start to roll onto that left hip a little bit. So you're creating now a twist in the lower back. And then maybe you extend your right leg out towards the left. This is called pulling the cat's tail pose, which if you know anything about me, you know I love cats, so I have mixed emotions about the name of this shape. I do like that it has the word cat in it. Maybe we can come up with something sweeter, petting the cat's tail. Really kick into your left hand for these last few breaths to really get the stretch in the the right glute, the right IT band. And then you'll just release the feet. Come back to bridge prep with both feet on the earth. We'll take the left ankle on top of the right knee for figure 4 pose, and then maybe draw your legs closer to the torso. And then we'll just continue to slide that left leg across the right, grabbing the outer edges of the feet. And then from here, keeping hold of the feet, bring the right leg down. Gently roll onto that right hip, shifting your mic pack. And start to twist, extend that left leg out to the right. So in theory, you can keep your left knee super bent if you'd like, but if you want to deepen the stretch in that outer left hip, explore straightening the leg a bit. One more breath. Release the feet. Bring the soles of the feet back to center. And just windshield wiper the knees side to side. One last juicy release. And let's meet in our final shape, Shavasana. Begin to deepen your breath. Feeling the sensation of the breath, that rise and fall motion of your chest. Gently rock your head side to side. And maybe slowly begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Take your arms over your head. Give yourself a full body stretch. Gently roll over to one side if that's comfortable. From there, find your way to a seat. Perhaps you close your eyes and bring your hands to your heart center. We'll just give ourselves this moment of stillness to acknowledge the work we've done and also to acknowledge and honor the lineage of this practice that we hold so near and dear. Let's end with a breath, a nice clearing, cleansing breath. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. Thank you, thank you, thank you.